In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to do a backwards, or otherwise known as reverse lunge, with a barbell on a squat rack. So firstly, I've done this exercise tutorial before with the bar behind my body. I'm going to be doing what's called a clean grip in this exercise tutorial, where the barbell is going to be resting on my clavicle. So I'm actually going to have my elbows in, I'm then going to bring my elbows up, and the bar is going to be in a position where it's resting at the front of my body. So if you're looking for the alternate variation of this exercise where it's on your back, that'll be in a separate exercise tutorial. Now, firstly, for beginners, if you've never done this before, maybe you've never used a squat rack, what I want you to do is make sure that you can do this exercise with dumbbells, doing a reverse lunge or backwards lunge with two 10-kilogram dumbbells. This is because the weight of a barbell, typically that goes on a squat rack, is 20 kilograms. So just make sure you can do that first. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I've never used one of these before, these squat racks, how do I get the height in the right position for me? Well, we've got two barbell holders on each side, right? Now, the position that you want to be in, and this is just a general position, you can change it one setting up or one setting down, but the general position I would start off with as a beginner is come side on to the barbell holder, okay? And then what I want you to do is make sure the position is slightly below the top of your shoulder. This is going to give you a little bit of clearance to come up with to ensure you're not on your tiptoes when you're bringing the barbell off of this. Alternate, you don't want to be coming down too low into this position and coming up. If you're then thinking, well, how do I change the position? Someone's left it up here or down here. This is a new version of a squat rack. It's got pins, so essentially I would pop this pin out. I can then move it up and down. If you're looking at your squat rack in the gym and it's one of the older versions, well, typically they won't have pins, but you'll be able to bring it up and slide it out into position. So we've got that position ready. You're now ready to go. What do we do next? So we're going to bring the barbell onto the rack. Make sure that the barbell is in center line. So what you don't want is for it to be off center, you come into the middle and it's in the wrong position. So make sure it's in center line. From here, I'm going to show you the position in the reverse way so you can see best on the camera. Now, I'm going to take my microphone off because it's going to be in the way. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do, stand nice and close towards the barbell. I'm going to bring my elbows into my body, and then where my hands naturally are, with my elbows in line with the body, is where I'm going to grip. From here, I'm then going to come underneath the bar goes on my clavicle, I then come up, chest's nice and high, I'm bracing my core, and then that would be the position where I'll be ready to go. Now the reason why I'm showing you in this position is so you can see best on the camera, okay, because I'm now going to be facing with my back towards the camera. So that's the position I'm going into, elbows lock in. I'm going to bring the bar nice and high, taking a big step out. And in this position, I've got my chest up, elbows are in line or just below the position of my shoulder. And from here, I can either decide to do alternating reps, so do one side then the other, or I could do all my repetitions on one side and then repeat on the next side. So I'm going to alternate in this exercise demonstration. So one foot's going to come behind the body. I'm keeping my chest up at all times, bracing my core throughout the movement. You can either bring the knee all the way down to the floor or have a slight hover. And once you're done, you're then going to bring the bar in and set it down. So that would be how to do this variation here of a barbell backwards lunge on a squat rack in that clean grip position.